Hello, folks, and welcome back to Final Factory. Last time we started off our production of, I don't know what we're calling this exactly. Generally, we call it a bus or something along those lines, but we have some things we need to do. Basically, what we're looking at here is that we're being able to transport these things loading up to this core station. So we have this whole production facility. It's all feeding, these guys are feeding into two of the core things. Then it's going down here. We're using the printers, and then they're going through here, and then getting shoved down this way over to that. We're doing the same thing up here, just a different resource. We have bauxite doing that. And then we need to go through, we have another iron asteroid, which we're going to ignore for now. But I believe, if I remember correctly, it's been a few days since I played last. There is another, there it is, all the way out here. Now this one's really far away, but we should be able to do all the things that we wanted to do with that right there. So that's kind of the plan right now. I just need to make sure we have enough of our materials and all that stuff to get rolling here. So we need, I already have one, so I need 3 of those. Cool. I'm going to need a ton of, let's see, we're good on solar panel, or no, we're not good on solar panels. Let's grab some big solar panels and just see if that helps us at all. I don't know if it does. What else do we need to do this whole jabby doobie? We're going to need a whole lot more connectors. Solar panels are there. I'm going to bring down the other solar panels down to this. I don't know what I'm doing as far as all of the units and all that stuff. I'm just kind of playing it by ear and just seeing what happens. And then cargo-wise, what do we have? We only have 2. Now we're going to need a whole bunch more. So we're going to spend some cash on all of that. And hopefully, what we're going to be able to do is dump this other one into here. So if I kind of work backwards, which is sometimes how I like to work, I can do that and that. Oh, I need a storage thing. What do I need for that? Some medium density. Hey, guess what? I have medium density stuff. Yay me. So I can do that. I need more medium density. I have it. It's not a big deal. I can get it. No problem. All day long, I can just keep grabbing that without being any issue. And you can see this guy's loaded up now, which is kind of what I wanted. All right. So, get my storage thing. Maybe I'll put a couple just because they're nice to have. Throw that there. And then this guy is going to filter, and we need it to filter a particular item, but I'm not doing that yet because I need to get this whole thing rolling here. So if I put this bad boy over there so it lines up with that, that should help me figure out where exactly I need this to be. It looks like it's right there. Nope, I'm off by 1. My bad. All right, so let's bring that back and we'll make sure that's on there. Okay. We have, I want some old solar panels because with these connector depot things, I don't think I need to have anything other than just the one, and it will work just fine. There we go. And what I like is we can go under with all of those. But basically, I'm going to reverse engineer this thing so that it keeps drawing all of this stuff farther out. And you can see they kind of load up, and the cargo drones want to transport things. Oops, wrong way. Hold on. Sorry. Come back here, cargo drone. You're doing the wrong thing because I told you to do the wrong thing. All right, we got that. It's going to go over to there. We'll throw on that. All right, and this thing's still pretty far away, so it's going to take a little bit of building to get all the way over here. There we go. You just got to judge the dots on where they're going, and it makes it way easier. And these, I for whatever reason, my brain just does not want those to line up where they're supposed to line up. All right, we're almost there. We just have hopefully one more transit to go. So let's see how we do there. We got that. Get that in its place. Throw on another solar panel. All right, and what I'm hoping I can do is build this out here and then dump it into this. That's the plan. Let's see how that plan comes to fruition here. Oh, we're so far away. Okay, so it's not going to be right there, but that's okay. I like to line it up like that if I can. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fantastic. All of those are going to just plop into... I thought I built station cores. It didn't? I could have sworn I built more of those cores. All right, I'm going to have to go get some more parts real fast. Pew! Pew, pew, pew. Come on, give me more thruster stuff or whatever it is to get over there. Pew! That is so far. Oh my gosh. And one thing we can do also is if you click on this, you can just grab stuff from there. It's way faster, way easier. I'm going to do the same thing here just so that we have those. All right, and then I need to go back in here and make a whole mess of those things just to have them on hand. Fantastic. Look, they're just doing all the things you want them to. I love when it works. It's just beautiful. Now, in theory, what I should do is like double up on all of this stuff so that there's multiple rounds going through here. But at the same time, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. When I say that, I'm not like kidding. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to build something that works. So we'll see how good or bad of a job. It's going to be a bad job, just a heads up, that we do here. But I just kind of want to see what's going on with all this. That is going, let's see our new power here. What is that? Station at risk of overheating. All right, so we need heat sinks. I think we already have some. Let's double check here. There's a radiator and a heat exchanger. Is that how that goes? Okay, I need to connect it to radiators. I don't know if I put it in the right way or not. That's my problem right now. All right, so let's just try. I'm going to put the warning not connected to another station. Okay, maybe that's my problem. I just need to connect it to the station. I'll do that. And then it needs to go to a heat exchanger, or a radiator. It needs to go on there. Hey, look at that. That solved that problem. Now we have that stuff coming in. We're going to have that go out. Now we need to have a whole bunch of printers, which we still need to... Do we have those? No, we have an assembler. Okay, that's not what I want. I need some printers. Actually need more than what we have right now, but that's a problem for future us, not current us. And then we'll build our nodes. Well... All right, let me get this built going the way that we need it to go, and then we can figure out how to get that over there more easily. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to put on a nice solar panel. I don't know. I don't want to do a nice solar panel. I want my regular solar panels. I'm gonna fly back over here. But look at this set. I mean, we are slowly getting there, I think. I really, again, I don't know the end game of this. I don't know any of the stuff that makes this thing work or how it functions or any of the key points of this game. I just want to make something that looks like it should work. All right, so I have that. Let's go over to this one. Grab another set. Fantastic. All right. Then I need to build out some more of these. And we're just going to do our thing. Oh, I should get some more printers too. So we have 3 printers. We have plenty of the junctions. We have plenty of all of the other things. Just, we didn't have solar panels. All right. So I need to power this one here up. So we got that. Okay. Then we're going to have this come off of there. It's going to be just for that. Okay. I don't remember if I think I had junctions and then... Actually, let's get rid of that. It needs to come out a little farther because we have the solar panels there. And I don't want to deal with that. All right, so now I could throw in a junction because we're clear of that spot. So 1, 2, I'll put a storage one there. And then we'll put on some more junctions, 3 and 4. Connect those all with the conduits or connectors or nodes or whatever the heck I keep calling them. I'm sorry, I don't call things by the right names. Put some more of those things in place. Fantastic. Then we need printers. So we got boom, 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 boom. They're going to make those. And then we'll copy paste all of that. We have nodes coming off of there. And I believe we had junctions for all of this. Because what I really just want to do is have that all feed directly into this thing without having to really do anything crazy. There we go. Okay. Now we'll throw on some of this stuff. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we have a power issue, but we can correct that pretty easily. There we go. All right, now this bad boy is doing its thing, transferring stuff from one to the other. I suppose the only real issue with making these as long as they are is the transport actually seems to take longer because it has to physically go a longer distance. But at the same time, loading and unloading takes some time. So if we can kind of maximize that process, maybe it doesn't take as long as what I think it does, but I still think it takes way too long. All right, and for some reason we keep losing these guys. I don't know what's going on with that. I have to figure that part out. All right, these guys are just going to do that. That's all going to float in there like so. Loading up these. Okay. And then what I should be able to do is lock these coming down. So I can set one as that, one as that, and one as that. And what I should be able to do is set up a factory at this point where I can go and say, hey, Kay, you're going to go right there. And we can feed all of those into there, and I can feed them out to other places. Where are we getting attacked? And where are we currently? We're all the way out here. So we need to go help that area out real fast, and then we'll hopefully continue what's going on here. But by getting this area that we're going to defend, hopefully what we can do here is... oh, that was not a big attack. But the idea is that we're able to hopefully just maintain some of this stuff and get it rolling the way we need to. We have more attacks happening where? I don't see where it's happening. All right, well, that's not accurate anymore. Okay. So hopefully those will come down here. Now you put in another defensive structure somewhere over here. I like giving excess power for some reason. I don't know why, but I really do. All right, so now this entire supply chain looks like it is going to be powered and protected. And now we can come back and start working on factories and just make stuff. What are we making? I don't know, but we're going to make stuff and it's going to be awesome. So let's go through here. We need some assemblers. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, assembler recipes. I'll grab a whole bunch of these bad boys, and we need a couple of these. All right. And you see this thing's still filling up, so we'll get there eventually. But we have our assembler here. So what I'm thinking I can do... Now, I don't know how this exactly works. I need that to be connected. Hold on. But I should be able to put an assembler here if I'm thinking properly. When I click on that assembler, I have all of the things that I could possibly ever want. So if I just want to make this stuff, I can do it. And I always have that ready to go. If I want mass drivers, I have them ready to go. If I want junctions, I can do it. It's just there's a whole bunch of fun stuff that we can do here. And you can see that it gives us the actual item it needs, or it gives us the raw resources that are needed. So I theoretically could just feed raw resources in here. I think it makes more sense to do all that and to give all that stuff back, but whatever. But also I can go in intermediates and say, hey, all right, we need to have robot recipes, and I can just make a bunch of robots. I can go through and say, hey, I need plasma engines. I can just do that. I can go through and say, I don't even know what this fabricator thing is. I have no idea, but I can feed the robotic parts and all that in there, and it should work. Okay, so let's start off with what I want to have, which is this. So that's going to be low and medium density. So when I go over here, I'll change that to low, and this one is going to be, nope. This guy here, there it is, will be medium density. And we're running out of power. So let's go in and add one of our big jobby doobies on there. And you can see we are definitely, we're stressing the system here. But it's for a good reason. I want to see what we can and can't do. I'm going to just try to keep everything kind of going off to the right here. So I'll put that on there. And then we need a heat exchanger. Where's the heat exchanger at? That guy. Okay. So that needs medium density structures. Hey, guess what? We have a bunch of those. So then I'll grab my heat exchanger. Where are you, heat exchanger? Is that what I want? What was the other one called? So this is the part where I'm not good at this game because I don't understand how all of these things fully work and why they work the way they are. So I have the heat exchanger. I have a radiator recipe. That's what I need. So I need some radiators. All right, first we're going to use the heat exchanger. That's going to hook into the station like so. And once that's hooked up, then we can go in and use the radiators to hook into that. And now we have no more heat problems with that part. All right, this thing, I want to see, because what my theory here is, can I pass through this stuff? Because see, it's connected there. So can I pass those through? So let's see. Oh, I can. Okay. What that means is I'm going to be able to make like multiple rows of stuff that we can just copy and paste. So maybe I put on like 4 of those. Boom, 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 boom. And then I can just copy, paste, paste, copy, paste, paste, copy, paste, paste, paste. And then if I'm doing this properly, and I don't know what properly actually means in this sense, but I'm trying to figure stuff out, so leave me alone. We're going to go through, grab some more of this stuff. I'm going to need more of these, more of those. But I have the high-powered ones, so I can throw some of those over there. And now that can be nodes that we put out there, or conduit, or whatever the heck it's called. Boom, boom, boom. And then I should be able to make some more junctions. There we go. And we'll feed those. Boom, 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 boom. And that's going to go into a storage spot. And the idea here is if this works, you see stuff is flowing rather consistently. But now when I need these things, I have them ready to go. I'll have 400 at my hand at any point in time. And theoretically, I can expand the storage to be significantly greater. And you can see as we're doing this, it's not killing us. It's not great, but it's not killing us. So my idea here is that we can just copy and paste a lot of the stuff. So I can go in and build more of these control areas down a little farther. Just need to make sure they're separated there and there. All right. I can see I only have one of these, but look, I don't actually only have one of those. I have a whole bunch because I can just copy it. And then I can add more power. Oops, 2, there we go, okay. So then I can just right click on that with shift and paste it. Right click with this and paste it. Right click with that and paste it. Oh man. This is going to be fun. I'm actually really looking forward to what we're doing here. I don't know if there's a way to copy all this stuff. Again, I'm not good enough at this game to figure out all of the things that we need to do. But I'm very excited that we are able to produce stuff and do it somewhat decently. It's not the best for sure, but it's not terrible. And we take a look here at our stuff, at our heat. We do have a little bit of heat on board, so maybe we'll add some more of these. So I got this bad boy. We'll slap that on there. Then we'll grab one of those and we'll slap that on there. I suppose I could put another one over there, maybe, if I got rid of that one. But now if we go back in here and take a look at the heat, yeah, we're way better. Okay. So I think that's going to be the plan for what we want to do. So assemblers are going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll throw these guys in where they need to be. And then we just need to see what we want to make. Mass drivers, I haven't really used them, so I'm not super interested in making those. Storage, we don't need a whole lot with that. Shipyard recipe. How's the ships maybe? Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Let's go back real fast. Take a look at that. Where is that at? Okay. That's interesting because it gives us a backup solution for some of this stuff. So maybe we need medium density there. So I got that. All right. Let me try building a couple of those. I just want to see what they do. I don't really know what they do, and I want to play with it because that's what I do. That's what this game is. We can play with things and see how they work. All right. So we're gonna see what this does. Holy crap! What is that? All right. So that thing is a monster. All right. I probably should put this somewhere else. I'm just going to try sticking it. Just put it over there. Well, see, I want to eventually expand this upward, but I don't think we have a reason to do so. So I'm going to put that like out here. And we click on it. What does that do? So any of our extra units it should take, I think. I'm going to build a strut over to it. Now it's powered. And then whatever else is left over can go in there. You can see we have a couple of these bats, a couple more of our miner bots. And they're just going over and showing up so that when we inevitably get attacked, we have stuff ready to go. When we use up some of our stuff, look at this. We have all these guys just coming in. That's so cool. All right. I'm thinking where we're at. What do we got going on here? Where's that at? Oh, that's south of us. Okay. But it looks like they handled that already. Fantastic. Okay, so I don't need to worry about that. What do we want to make is the next question. Because we don't need to make those. These guys are cool. They just mean medium density structures. These are cool. I don't think I need to make a lot of this stuff. I think we need to make more of the intermediate stuff. So robot parts are medium density. These are low density. These guys are robots and low density. Those are low density and AI circuits. Okay. So I'm going to remove some of these for now. Oh, where's my construction bot at? Yeah, help me out, guys. There you go. Remove the construction bot by accident. So that just requires medium density. Okay. So on this one, I'm going to select medium density. Copy, paste, 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 copy, paste, paste, paste. Very cool. Boom, 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 boom. That's going to be robot arm. That's what we're making. Heck yeah. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Junction city. Boom, 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 and boom. Need some more junctions. We're going to just set up a factory for junctions because this is crazy to sit there and try to make them. And then we also need to set up a little factory for storage stuff. But I'm hoping what we can do here is set up all of the things that we need to have. Like, look at this. If we go over here, look, we're ready to roll. We have all of that we could ever need in its spot, ready to go. Fantastic. All right, let's continue our build process here. So we got that. We're going to put this in place. We'll put our assemblers 1, 2, 3, and 4. What I really should do is make these make assemblers. Oh, I can do that too. Awesome. So it needs a fabricator. What's a fabricator? That requires low density and robotic parts. Okay, so we can't do that quite yet because we need to make that. But we can make those real soon. So what I theoretically could do is have these feed into that, and then the low density feed out the other way. I'm hearing weird sounds in the background, but I don't know what they are, and I'm not seeing anything pop up, so. Alright, do all of that. Boom, 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 and boom. That's going to come out over... Did I mess something up where we're offline here? No, I moved them to the other side. Okay. I'm actually going to get rid of those because I want it to be consistent all the way through, because I strongly dislike when it's not set up like that. Like, I like symmetry and I like all the things to work the way that I planned on them to work. So we'll do that stuff. All right. Boop, 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 boop. And that's going to go to there. Okay. This one is going to be set for that. What are we making here? We're making fabricators. Okay. All right, and fabricators just again. No. I made the wrong thing there. I want to make fabricators. All right, so when we look at fabricators, they need low density. So we're going here, get low density. Then I will copy that one, copy that one, copy that one, copy that, boom, boom, boom. And I can just go up here and grab whatever I might need. This area is taking too long. Why are they so slow? You have four-ish. Those are all there. Okay. So we just need to work on getting more of these low density things because we don't have enough right now. All right, but let's get the things that we do need. We need an assembler. We need more junctions and we need storage. All right, and then these guys are going to output fabricators. Are we using up all of that already? This is where I'm trying to learn things about the game because I don't understand how all of this works fully. And I really want to make sure that we get our production really on point here. Look at this one. It's flowing fine. Why is this area not doing what I need to do? What are you guys waiting on? So I only want you doing that. Yeah, you can see this guy's freaking out a little bit, and I don't know if it's a glitch in the game or what's going on with it. But I don't like how it's acting. All right. Let's see, we have this nice long spot there. These guys are all loaded up, I think. Yeah, like it's ready to roll with all of that. That's what I want. This one, for whatever reason, not doing a job. So what that tells me is we need to build up more mining stuff, and then we need to feed more of those into this so that we just have that going forever. Oop, and we also, oh, we have massive power problems. Maybe that's why we're having issues. Okay, let's take a look and see what we have here. What do I need to build? Okay, I can afford some more of those. So let's get that in there. And why do we sometimes have power problems and sometimes not? Yeah, this one is just dried up. We have no low density stuff going on at all. Why? What is the deal? Why do you keep getting stuck there? Why do you keep just jumping randomly from spot to spot? I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I don't want it to happen. Alright, let's see what we can do mining wise and see if we can get some more mining spots out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We know we need another core with that. And we need some more printers. What do we need for even more printers? Need some fabricators. Hey, you know what I have? I think, maybe. If we did everything right. Do I have fabricators? Yeah, I do. So now I can go in and I should be able to build out the other printers that I need. Okay, that's cool. Over here. Got lots of that stuff, so we can build those forever. They are essentially the conveyors of this game. If you're a Mindustry or not Mindustry, my goodness, a Factorio person. So I'll do all of that. We'll do that. Boom, 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 boom. That bad boy is going to go over there like so. We're just going to take the raw components. Not a big deal. What do I need here? Low density. Oh my God, help us. I might get rid of this just for the time being. And just let it load up some low density stuff because we need it. And it's not producing it anywhere near quick enough. I can also expand out these printers if I needed to. I don't want to, but I could. It's not a big deal to do. You see, it's just not making low density structures quick enough for what we need. It's not keeping pace. So I need some more junctions. We're going to expand this one up a little bit. I don't think that's going to kill us. Okay, great. Didn't hurt us. So So if that go down there, we'll throw that onto a junction. Then that junction is going to produce one of those, which is going to produce a printer, which we will just right click and copy on that. And then it should flow into there. Right click and paste that. All right, I got that. We have power issues now because I removed some power. So just going to add some power back in. And hopefully I can add even more useful items to our experience here. All right, so that's going to go there. Boom, boom. The printer, copy, paste, right click, paste. Okay. I'm happy with that setup as it is right now. It maybe won't stand forever, but it's fine for what we need right now. And we need more of these ships. I think we're going to need to build another shipyard that has mining ships, and we're going to have to do that relatively close to here because we absolutely need them. But my plan here is to route this stuff up and around and have another basically side of this going into all of this. So I'll need more junctions, like a lot more junctions. But let's see, if I get rid of all of these and replace them with junctions. Pow, 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 pow. All right, that looks like it's supposed to. Then we can run these guys all going like that. Why do we have massive power problems? Ooh, these guys are now producing stuff. Okay. All right, I'm setting a filter on those, not because we need it, but just because I want to copy and paste it onto that. And then this whole area, we should, in theory, be able to take all the way over here. I probably need some more construction robots to help me out. But we do have all the things we need right now. All right. Over here. All right. I need to build backwards a little bit here. So get more printers. Nope, not that. Printers. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. I really need to figure out how to copy paste. 2, 3, 4. All right, so I'm gonna copy that, paste, 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 copy that, paste, 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 paste. Remove that just so I can grab some more of these. If I just click on that, does that allow me to? Oh, it does. Great. I didn't know if it allowed me to just grab all the things I need to do, but we need medium density structures right now. Okay. Luckily we have those in spades, so we can just follow along over to our... Look at this. Look at that. All these guys are just ready to rock, and I love it. I'm so happy. All right, but this area still needs so much work. Okay. So we got that. Let's go grab some of these big boys. We can stick them over here and it doesn't matter. So we got those going in. We need a radiator to help us out. And then we need to have that thing to spit our heat. Copy that, paste that into place. I'm confused why this area doesn't have power, but whatever, we'll figure it out. Alright, throw that there. We'll throw this bad boy over there. Again, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying stuff out and seeing what happens. And so far it's working out, I think. Oh, we got unstable, unstable, unstable. We need to have another one of these bad boys in place. And we'll stable this thing up. How do I stable? All right, I need to figure all of this out, but I'm still trying to work on it. Alright, I'm just going to do old school quick and dirty here. Gather up all of our materials like we've been doing. And we still have so much stuff to do as far as research and more. Like, we have a lot of work to do here. And in theory, with all this conduit, I could just put it as, I could get some solar panels and just use cargo things to do that. I might approach it that way. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but I might approach it that way instead of what we have right now. Alright, so let's say I get rid of this and this. We'll keep that one there. And I'm just going to slowly go through and remove all this. So I'm just holding right click and hitting over and letting all of this to happen. Because we're going to use our cargo things to do this, I think. At least that's what we're going to try to do. We'll see how it works. It's always a crapshoot if it works or not. Alright, I wish we could mark these a little faster. Alright, so that'll at least stabilize our platform a bit because these things won't be connected to the platform. I think. Again, everything's very questionable. If I'm saying anything in this game, take it with a grain of salt because I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so we have that. We're going to put that there. We'll put the cargo doozy there. The other cargo doozy is going to go there to a storage thing. And that, oh, see, that's a problem. Doesn't like that. It doesn't fix our problem though, does it? No, it still doesn't stabilize our platform. I think I need to have more over on this side, so we'll figure out. Let's find some struts. Oh, we could put it off at this, I think. Let's see what we get here. If I do that and throw that over there, that stabilizes the platform. Okay. That's what we needed, I think. We'll throw this bad boy. Go in there. And we have another bad boy going there. And I'm just going to keep that in line. And just go like that. Nope, missed by one. Crap. Let's try it again. Oh god, I moved way too many things, way too many places. Okay, so we're going to come over here. That's on that line or no? My god, I suck at this. Alright, so it's right in line with that. Great. There we go. That's what I wanted. Solar panel, doesn't matter. Nope, you need to go away. Nobody likes you. Okay, a solar panel over here. Put that as our filter, and then we'll put another cargo ship in there. All right, how are we doing? I might need to like double up on this. But at least we're now outputting more of this stuff. All right, so I need to get more printers. Atomic printers require medium density structures and fabricators. We have plenty of fabricators, I believe. We get some more medium density structures, which, hey, guess what? I can do that there. And there. And there. All right. So I have all that. Let's grab some more printers. Let's grab some more junctions just because I know we'll need them. All right, got all of that. We'll throw our junctions into Junction City there. Got that going. Now I can throw on some more big power bad boys. Waiting for that solar panel to exist. There we go. All right. Hopefully that adds more capacity. And what the nice thing in here is that I could theoretically add another line farther up here, add another group here, and have it transport more stuff there and do all of the things. But look, these guys are, like, they're backing up. It's not like it's just, like, not being powered. It's not doing stuff. And there is stuff showing up here. So, like, while that one's not having a chance to store up stuff, this one is getting its stuff. So it's working. It's not working quickly. It's not maybe working the best, but it is working. Now, let's take a look at our map here and see what we have. So our original home is back here. It's not the best. It's not doing what I wanted to do. And I need to figure out what's going on. But I think our next goal here is to go through and research like bananas and figure out exactly what we can do to make all of this stuff better. We got those guys, these guys, got these guys. Man, we're rocking and rolling. And if we take a look at our inventory, it's a lot. And I want to make sure we have places where we're making these junctions, where we're making storage containers, the things that we really need to have. These things. I should have a spot where I'm just making solar panels, or these guys making the big solar panels. These solar panels are much more easy to make. I also want to make stuff where we can make assemblers. I don't have to worry about them. I just want to have them there. So we have some work to do. But what's nice about this is, like, this bad boy's filled up now, so I don't have to worry about making more of those robots for whatever we're making here. It's going through and it's doing its things. We have the fabricators. I can feed the fabricators into the next line to make assemblers for us, because assemblers require that we have medium density and fabricators. Yeah, so like I can basically make a copy of this idea here, just change the recipe, and we're good to go. So I'm really happy with where we're at, but we have so much work to do. So folks, I think that's going to leave us off where we're at today. We definitely are starting to set up more production. We need to do even more, but that's going to be a battle for next time. Folks, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.